Hi guys, in this video we're looking at the Neca Freddy Krueger as seen in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. I don't know if it's part 3 or just say 3. Don't really know, to be honest. Just silly little things, sometimes they say part, sometimes they don't. Anyway, so I don't know why I haven't done this video sooner. I've had this figure for a while, so I don't know why I haven't done it sooner. I guess I'm just being a bit lazy. And the fact that I just noticed that, what are these, series 4 of the Freddy figures? I just noticed they're bringing out series 5 being a Freddy Springwood slasher, or Fred Krueger Springwood slasher, that looks absolutely fantastic and a brilliant. I know they're only concept pictures, but from what I can see they've done a fantastic job of doing a sculpt of Robert Englund. The other figure being the Power Glove Freddy, not too keen on it. I don't know if you've seen any concept pictures of that. Looks very cartoony. I hope that the concept picture they've done for that isn't the actual figure we're going to get, but hey ho, I dare say I'll buy it. But anyway, let's have a look at this guy. So of course we have here, like I say, Fred Krueger has seen in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. One of my favourite of the sequels, if not the favourite of the sequels in my opinion. Of course we've got Freddy there. You can't really see in packet, but this is the one with the syringe fingers from, I want to say Taran? Is it Taran? Can't remember. I should have watched the film before I've just watched all the films recently, and I just should have watched the film a bit better and paid a bit more attention. But I think it's Taran in her dream, where he says want to get high, and obviously injects her little on her arms with again. It's funny. Anyway, so here's obviously the Freddy figure from that sequence, and we get a little Freddy as well from the dream sequence. Again, I can't remember his name. Don't know what's going on. Of the puppet, when he the little paper mache puppet. From when he comes alive and pops up at the end of the guy's bed, and he slits the wrists and the legs. He's using the veins to use the boy as the puppet. You know it's the signature kill of the film, to be honest. And we have another alternate head for the end sequence in the junkyard, and obviously they have the light coming through the crucifix on his forehead, and of course the signature hat, which you get with all but one of the Neca Freddys at the moment. So anyway, on the back obviously got a picture of the figure inside, and it says the last of the Elm Street kids are now at a psychiatric ward where Freddy haunts their dreams with unspeakable horrors. Their only hope is dream researcher and fellow survivor Nancy Thompson, who helps them battle the supernatural psycho on his own hellish turf. So like I say, I got a picture of the figure. It says complete your nightmare, and there's only one other figure there. You'd think they'd have the whole set of figures there for you to look at, but anyway, complete your nightmare, Dream Warriors and Dream Child. So that's that, to be honest. So let's obviously have a look at the figure itself, and this is how I have him posed in my collection. Let's get out of the way because there's too much light reflecting off the back of that. The figure itself, one of the better figures recently, to be honest. Quite impressed with this figure, to be honest. Obviously he's got the little syringes, obviously the legs and the torso is the same sculpt, and the arms that we're used to. They've obviously sculpted new hands there, and of course we've got a new head and the soft removable hat. Now What I will say is you will get this a lot cheaper if you buy the Chinese knockoff, and it's an awful figure. If you look, you'll be able to see that the syringe needles are as chunky as the syringes themselves. They're awful. There's a lot of knockoff figures. I don't know what's happening coming out of China at the moment. Hong Kong, if you buy them on eBay, item location, Hong Kong, China. Double check, because you're not going to be buying a Neca figure, you're going to be buying a complete knockoff. I will go over a few of them in another video, and I'm going to do a comparison of the God of War Medusa head figure as well, because I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of stuff coming from, and it is just obviously knockoff. I don't know how someone's got the moulds, but there's quite a few knockoff figures coming out of China and Hong Kong. I wouldn't say that, you know, they have been for a while, but for some reason there's just a massive surge in it, and it's just getting a bit silly. But anyway, figure itself, the usual bit of movement in the foot, a bally joint in the waist. Obviously the head, you've got movement because it can be removed and replaced, and the arm, sorry, the shoulder, the elbow, and there's rotation, and of course the wrists as well. So it's the usual movement going on there. And like I say, the only other accessory you get is the little Freddy. What's cool about him is he's even got articulation in him, got rotation in the arm. There's obviously not much you're going to be doing with this guy. Got a bit of rotation in the shoulder and in the head. That's it. He does come with a little stand thing and a little blood splat stand for him to stand on as well for you. I like him, he's cool. Because in McFarlane, when McFarlane brought out their Freddy, they gave you this guy, and you can see he's a lot bigger, and I don't know, it's this is more movie accurate. So when you see the paper mache figure at the bottom of the bed, well, sorry, when it's hanging on the wall, I guess you could be having them in the stages of, you know, coming the big Freddy where he pops at the bottom of the bed and comes up. But yeah, just makes this all the more redundant, to be honest, because this guy's a lot more better. So that's the Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Obviously the syringe one. They're soft as well. You ain't gonna have too many worries about breaking them. Obviously be careful if you are, and when you do remove them from the packaging. But they aren't going to break, to be honest. And the alternate head we have is an open mouth. Whoa, hey, good catch. It's an open mouth version again. So it's basically the same. I want to say the same sculpt, but I'm not entirely sure. I think there's a little bit more grooves than that in this one, so I wouldn't want to say they used the same head. But he's obviously got the hole there, which you can let the light through to make the crucifix. If you've got a light behind it, and make the crucifix on his head light up. But you can't fault the detail in that, to be honest. And I mean, the teeth, you've got all the teeth there painted, you even got the roof of his mouth painted, so unfaultable, if that's a word, when it comes to that. I just don't like the figure, because I'm not going to light it up from, sorry, this head on it, so I'm not going to light it up from behind and have this head in, so I'd just rather have the normal head, I suppose I should say. But anyway, that's a little look at this figure, guys. Obviously I appreciate you watching. Obviously I really appreciate you guys all commenting and subscribing, and I'll catch you all again soon. Okay, take care guys, thanks so much, bye bye.